Hi, my dear internet chumps. Today I have come up with this brilliant, novel idea of presenting online tutorials using self-explanatory slides. The slides will be accompanied with narrative which will help the viewer to further understand what is presented by each slide. From now on I will calling this innovative form of tutorial/presentation an Instructlet. It is much easier to prepare than its equivalent video tutorial. As well as it occupies a fraction of the space used by such video itself. It simply involves a restructuring of your lecture notes turned into slides, with narrative accompanying them, in order to further emphasize on the material that is being taught. To start with, today, I have selected a light topic for presentation, which is how to clean the mess created by other applications inside the context menus of Windows. Many times, when new applications are installed, they will automatically leave their footprint on the existing menus of Windows, and as a result considerably increase the size of these menus as more and more of them are installed on your PCs. There are more than one ways of doing such cleanup. This ranges from not so simple editing of Windows registries entries regarding these menus, to applications which provide easy to use interfaces in order to simplify this task, so that anyone with basic knowledge of Windows could perform it. One such application, out of many other similar ones, is the Cleaner application from Purisoft Computing. The good thing is that this application is free and can be easily downloaded from their website, and then used for performing the cleanup task. In addition, it can do more than cleanup of the context menu items, and therefore is a handy multi-use software to have it in your armory of window applications and applets. The first step towards achieving your goal will be to get hold of the Cleaner application itself. This can be easily done by visiting the website, which is clearly displayed on the top of this slide itself, of the developer of this application, and download it from there. As it can be seen, the website offers you more than one option for downloading the software, and what you need is to select the first option, which is the free version of the software as well. For our particular task, that is the cleaning of context menu items, this will suffice, and you will not need to bother about the paid versions at all. Once the software has been downloaded to your computer, simply double-click on it, and once you do that, the setup software will start to run, and you will be presented with Setup's wizard screen, which will then take you step by step through the setup procedure by displaying the necessary instructions on the screen. Simply follow these instructions until you arrive at the finishing screen, which will tell you the installation has successfully been completed. On the slide itself, a link has been provided which, when visited, will provide you with detailed help regarding the aforementioned installation procedure, as well as how you need to deal with dialog boxes presented by Installation Wizard on the screen. Once you have installed the Cleaner software on your PC, to start it you either double-click its icon on the desktop, or go to the Windows menu and locate the software among its menu items, and then launch it from there. When the software starts, you are presented with its startup screen. Since this is a multi-purpose software, therefore you only need to access the part of software which allows you to clean Windows context menu items. In order to do this, first click on the Tools button, which is clearly marked by the leftmost red arrow on the slide screen, and located third down on the left-hand side of Software's dialog window. Next you need to click on the Startup button located second down at the middle section of Applications window, and again clearly marked by middle red arrow on the slide screen. After doing so, on the right-hand side of the dialog window you will see a multi-tabbed area, again marked by the remaining red arrow on the screen, which will then allow you to choose from any of the 4 presented tabs on display. Now, in order to proceed to final step of editing these items, which pop up when user right-clicks on any of the icons on Windows desktop, you will need to click on the Context menu tab, that is the last tab on display. Inside the Context menu tab viewing area, you will be presented with the listing of all the menu items on display within Windows Context menus, categorized into 3 distinct groups: directory, disk, and file, as highlighted with the red boxes on the screen. Each group represents the menu items which you see when you right-click on that particular item type on Windows desktop. For example, selecting directory will display the menu items you will see when you right-click on a folder icon on Windows desktop. Similarly, the same applies to drive and file categories, meaning that under these categories you will see all the menu items that will appear when you click on drive and file icons respectively on Windows desktop. Now, by selecting any of the items listed on the screen, which once selected become highlighted in blue, and then clicking the buttons on the right-hand side which are highlighted with red arrows, you either permanently, by selecting the delete button, or temporarily by selecting the disable button, will be able to delete the item from the context menus of Windows. With the disable button selected, you will of course have the option to re-enable the temporarily removed menu back again into Windows context menu once more. This becomes handy because you may change your mind later and decide that after all that menu item was something you couldn't live without, and wanted to have it again in your menus one more time. Of course, if you have selected the delete button, this option will no longer be available to you, and your menu will be permanently erased from the window context menus for good. This brings us to the end of our current presentation. Soon I will be building other tutorials using this innovative technique, from now on called Instructlets, from my existing lecture notes, and even expand and use these ideas for presenting cooking recipes, solution of mathematical problems, and therefore not just leave it to computing instructions per se. All I need to say now is to thank you for watching this presentation. And if you have liked it, then why not subscribe to my channel for all the future updates.